Greetings, and thanks for watching my video. I don't make videos talking about stuff, so this is the first one, so bear with me. Uh, but I feel it's important that I make this video and I talk to you guys and tell you guys about what I'm seeing and what I'm experiencing, because it's important. It's important to us all. Uh, and I'm seeing some incredible things. I'm seeing some incredible out of this world stuff. Um, you always hear the question, oh, are we alone in the universe? A lot of people wonder if we're alone in the universe. And, we're definitely not alone in the universe. Okay, let me dispel any doubt you have. We're definitely not alone in the universe. You're not alone in your life, and you're not even alone in your thoughts. Um, I've tried to decide how to approach this video because there's a huge body of knowledge that I have um, for you, depending on who you are and where you're at with things. But I've learned a lot. But I'm just going to keep it simple here and talk about what I've seen. Um, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I got this curiosity bug, and I went back and just looked at all the stuff I'd always been curious about my entire life. You know, dinosaurs, space, all the National Geographic shows about animals and everything. Um, and eventually I came to, crop circles and UFOs and stuff, because, we've all heard about that stuff. And I thought, man, I have YouTube now. And I really looked into the researchers and the people in the field that are just trying to scream this stuff to the public, really. Um, I looked into what all these people were saying, the real traits of the crop circles, as opposed to ones that, people just push down. There's a big difference. And if you just take the time to look into this stuff, you'd be amazed what you will find out there right now. Type in UFO sightings. You'll be amazed what you'll see. YouTube is full of real craft, real phenomenon, and stuff that's just beyond the little bubble of what most people are thinking is reality. So I got curious about all this stuff, and I found out about people like Richard Dolan and Dr. Stephen Greer and David Wilcock. I get to a guy called David Wilcock and Corey Good. And the stuff those guys are saying is incredible. And, that's the knowledge base of where I'm coming from. Um, so I got this curiosity bug, and I started looking at all this stuff. I looked into 9/11, and I found out that was a total bunk lie. Anybody that takes 5 minutes to research that will find out about Building 7 and all the other stuff about that. And I got the UFOs and so I'm listening to these guys, and I'm going to go out for a walk one night. I'm going to look for UFOs, right? And I see something. I go out and I see something right away. It looks like, the best I can describe it, looks like a star light type of a thing, not like an airplane with flashing lights and you can hear it going, this didn't make any sound, and it's just zooming across the sky. And, not at a real machine type of pace. It's going fast, but it's not totally steady. It's kind of like definitely weird. It didn't do anything crazy or anything, so I didn't really know. I thought, wow, that's pretty interesting. And it was enough to really, my interest kept going, and I came across people like Paul Hellyer. Type him into YouTube. A former defense minister of Canada, telling us that our government's working with ETs and etc. There's a huge, huge body of people out there trying to tell us this stuff. So I learned about it, and as time went on, I would see a little flash in the sky, just like a little point of light. And at first it would be out of the corner of my eye, and I'd think, well, maybe it was lightning or something. but there wouldn't be any clouds or anything. And I'd think about it a little bit. And then one night I was real down about everything. And I was kind of like, drove home in my driveway. It was dark. And I was like, give anything to feel anything here besides down and low. And just as I thought that, and I looked up at the sky, I saw right in my direct vision a bright pulse of light, like starlight, only way brighter than, like 100 times brighter than a star. And I'm like, really? And by now I've learned about this stuff. I've learned about other dimensional beings and things like that. And all these incredible things that you can learn about that I can't possibly sum up in my little video, because I just want to make a quick video to tell you guys about what I'm seeing. So, and by this point, I'm involved in a disclosure movement called the Full Disclosure Now 1111 movement. It's a Facebook page, and it's an exercise. It's an experiment in consciousness, basically. Where at 11:11, you set your alarm on your phone, and when it goes off, you think, and if you can, you go outside and you look at the sky and you project with your mind, or say out loud, or both. Full disclosure now. I'm ready to know the truth. And me, I go all out with it. I visualize. I go out. I picture the 11:11 in the sky. I picture the big FDN logo in the sky, and I scream it out. Okay, because what they're saying is if we don't stand up and say we want full disclosure, we're authorizing whoever they are to give us some kind of partial disclosure. Okay, long story short, and I'm I'm not into that. So I go out at 11:11 and I scream this stuff in the sky, and then I think of all the beautiful things that could come, because there's a lot of suppressed technology. See, it's another whole area that I can't go into on here. I don't have time, but there's all this wonderful suppressed technology, and basically we could be living like better than any science fiction, any Star Trek, anything like that you can imagine. It could be way cooler and way better than that. But it's being suppressed out of pure simple greed. Something anybody can understand. That there's these fools out there doing stuff like this. So just go with me on it. Forgot where I was going, what I was talking about for a minute. But anyways. So I'm involved in this 11:11 thing, and I'm going on projecting my thoughts into the sky, right? Which you got to be careful about. There's a lot of not so nice ones out there too. So be careful what you project out, right? And what you ask for, what you authorize. But I started seeing these guys would come over, right over my head, and it'd be dark out there, a starry night, and it'd look like a star, and it'd just come zooming across the sky. Just, and well, by this point, I'm like, holy smokes. And then it powered up, like orbed up, like, and then it like did this little zigzaggy thing. And I'm like, oh, okay. I knew what I was seeing was for sure something outside the, that you can explain, like, oh, it's a drone or something. No, this is something totally awesome. And I've been going out every night, and I look forward to seeing these guys. They come out. They don't do the show-off stuff. They're real discreet. If the neighbors are outside partying or whatever, they're discreet about it. They're not just up there, but they let me know they're there. They'll come out, they'll flash at me, they'll blink, and now they just outright cruise across the sky. Just last night, I was, in my hammock out there. I got to just put up a hammock because my neck getting tired of looking up. So I go and I sit out there, and I'm early. I went out early before 11:11. And sure enough, here one comes cruising along, and I put my hand up. I'm like, "Greetings, friends! It's wonderful to see you." And they just power up, like as if to say hi back. And that's how it is. They're aware of my thoughts. I've asked them with my mind, "Are you aware of my thoughts?" And I get a response. And I ask them. They don't respond to many of my questions, but I ask them if they were part of the Sphere Being Alliance. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, and they said yes. And I said, really? So you're part of the Sphere Being Alliance? And they orbited up again. So you can take that for what it's worth. I'm taking it as a good chance that they're one of the ninth density members of the Sphere Being Alliance that haven't been introduced yet. That's just my belief. I've seen these guys do incredible things. Usually, they're just cruising across the sky like this. They don't cruise across for like from horizon to horizon. I'm not just seeing them go by. They'll come over my tree line and they'll go this little ways and then they'll just kind of vanish. You know, I don't actually see them appear, but I'll see them. I'll be like, oh, there is one. And I always send greetings and thanks for allowing me to see them. You know, and I very much appreciate it. I've let them know that several times. And one of the things they did respond to was I told them, I said, guys, I said, I got to go to bed and get up for work and do stuff I don't want to do all day. It's miserable. And I just, you know, in 5 hours. And I just want to say thanks. Thanks for letting me know that there's more out there and that there's something to what I've learned. And just, you know, thanks a lot for that. And they pulls back at me. You know, these guys are, I believe, very positive, and they're very much bound by rules of how they can interact with you. Because, of course, I invited them, come right down, you know, and shake hands, but, you know, I just don't think they're authorized at this point to do that kind of interaction with us. Because it's not just me, okay? A lot of people are having these type of experiences right now. You know, it's insane. If you go look on YouTube, would you stop it? You're distracting me. If you go look on YouTube and see what's actually out there, and go join the Full Disclosure Now page or the Spirit Being Alliance page or one of these other, you know, it's a really good one, and you'll come across incredible people that are seeing incredible things. And so I see him cruise along, like the orb cruise along, and I've seen another one will flash at me, you know, and then I also see these light streaks, man, like warp, like they'll do these warp streaks, and I wasn't sure if there was even the same thing until one day I saw one kind of do a half in between. It was cooking along like the orb, and then it lit up and just went across the sky like no resistance. I mean, just like, I don't know, miles, if it was miles, and just like, and it's cooler than any special effect you ever seen, because it's, you know, it's real. It's like starlight, you know, and I've seen them power up just incredibly bright, look like a mini sun, just, you know. And I stand out and I talk to them, you know, with my mind and out loud about all of the things that are, you know, that I've learned about, I guess, and what I'm trying to do energetically to help the planet, is basically what I discuss with them. Okay, I believe that there's higher beings here to help us manifest this future. In fact, I don't just believe that; I've been told as much by these people that are trying to disclose this stuff. So I'm out there. I'm looking at it like I'm trying to manifest our future with these guys, and they're helping. Okay, and I don't know if they like me, or they like my way of thinking, or what, or I'm onto the right track. I don't know, but they keep coming back to see me every night, unless it's real cloudy, and then I don't always see them. But every clear night, they're out there, and they're to the point where they're coming, and I'm like, oh, greetings, hi, friends, and they're like, like, you know. So it's cool. It's cool. Like, I have a friendship going with these guys, you know. And I hope I've done a good job here to present this to you guys in a way that you'll listen to me and believe what I'm saying, you know, because I'm just telling you this for your benefit. You know, I want you guys to know that we live in a multi-dimensional deal. Okay, there's a lot more to everything. Dude, I can't sum up everything that I know in this video, but I'm in a really cool place with all this, guys. You know, they say this is a test. This life is a test. Well, it is. Okay, it's kind of dirty. It's kind of nasty. But we're here and we're learning. And this is the way that things go. But there's a whole next layer. You see, if you're worthy, if you're a true good person, if you're worthy, there's a whole next layer to this, you guys. Okay, and all these prophecies, you know, and all this all the great religions have all told us the same thing, and we're in these times right now. You got to go listen to Dave Wilcock talk about this stuff. But we're in these times right now, right, where the stuff's going to go down. The rapture, right, and this great solar event, and we're going to be upgraded. Okay, this is just what I believe. Now we're going off into what I believe. Okay, they haven't told me this. They haven't sent me this is just what I believe from what I've learned and what I've seen. And you can think of these guys, like there's a lot of bad ones out there too, but like the ones I'm seeing, I would think of them as angelic type beings. Okay, they're from that high of a level, and I think they're here to help us. So that's what I've been seeing. I hope this video does somebody some good. If you've seen something like this, please contact me. Let me know. I'll talk to you about it. Talk to you about what I know. If you have any questions, ask me. I've tried to film this stuff. I can't. I don't have my camera. I can't film the stars. Okay, it's basically not high enough resolution or low enough light to film this stuff, or else I would have a video and put it up there. But like I said, if you go on YouTube, YouTube's full of stuff like this. So you don't need me to put another video up with lights in the sky. Okay? Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to add in here. I guess that would be good for the first video. I hope it wasn't too terrible to sit through. Have a good one, everybody, and maybe I'll talk some more into this thing in the future sometime. Love and light.